Hey everybody, this is Aurathas, and welcome back to our Call of Cthulhu stream, which seems very appropriate to have this going upon Halloween. And yeah, we're just going to dive right back in. I believe we were going to the Sanders residence to talk to the dude's wife, you know, the dude who was brutally murdered in the asylum by, I'm assuming the Shambler, but we're not entirely positive yet. It was something invisible. Or we just hallucinated the whole damn thing. Hey, Organic, how you doing? Welcome. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. Yep. We need to talk to his widow. That is a creepy looking house. Jesus. Is no one on this island not creepy? Well, I guess the cop isn't. I still don't trust him, but still. Then again, we did see him disemboweled and he's walking around without any memory of it, so he a bit creepy too. Either way.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
Oh, I watched it happen.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
I already want to shank this lady, so she better not run her mouth.
You know each other. Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
Fuck you.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me. You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Go get eaten by an old one, you pain in the ass.
This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
You're not gonna like it, but that is a messed up painting.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Oh,
yesterday.
I
met him at the hospital.
In the asylum too.
He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned.
There's reason for that.
On the other hand, a perfect stranger. We're able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Is that the kind of dress she's wearing? Huh. You must not feel guilty? Oh, okay, yeah, I thought that was an accusation. No, that was us telling him. Okay. Well, that is a messed up way to phrase it, but it's true. He died screaming right before my eyes. I mean, it's true. Okay, let's go with the psychology. You must not feel
What
guilty.
happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course.
This will affect your destiny.
Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me.
Oh, they're all bastards.
However,
I'm gonna let them all
it will
die.
require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
I do think it fits in, yes, Stumpy Nubs. I do feel like this game does fit the Lovecraftian feel very well. Loving it. Let's see. Eloquence. I share your grief, but I had nothing to do with it.
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident?
No.
This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy.
So move, you clearly have
You too
money.
would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Let's start with, how do you know Sarah Hawkins?
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater. Of course we would know each other. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his macabre gallery.
I don't know that I want to go in the gallery. What is Kat doing here?
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no fool. Please believe that much, at least.
Yeah, the more and more I meet people on this island, the more and more I kind of... yes, you are actually right, Stahor. It would have been. Women wearing pants like she does prior to World War II in the U.S. would have been very daring, actually. So, yeah. Yeah, the more and more I meet people in this town, the more and more it's like, you know what? I'm going to let... it's like, if I have a choice, let's let the old ones out, let them purge the island, and move along. Did he speak to you of a shambler?
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Good catch, Organic. That's right. He did tell us, Francis, before he died, did tell us not to look at it. Nice. I mean, there's no reason. I'm betting there's a pattern, though. Maybe there's a secret passage.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
That's the Shambler. Okay, now we know what kind of painting to not look at. Oh. And I love that now that she's given us permission to, like, oh, you can go look at the gallery. It's like, all right, I'm just going to rifle around your house first. See what there is to steal. It's okay, right? You don't mind.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Friends in madness. Okay, there's nothing out there, okay.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Didn't want to offend the thing? I gotta say, the combination of investigation and psychology is pretty cool.
Was
It's a good
Sanders
combo.
aware of his imminent doom?
There's stuff by the piano? Oh yeah, it's lit up.
A house of artists. A house of
Oh,
artists.
it's just a quick comment, but cool. Yeah, oh, the people.
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
She doesn't like it at all.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Oh, she been seeing stuff. We already saw that. Now I can interact with the painting. Ah! Oh, dude.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
No, you don't. You were warned, dude. Why would you... I need to see it. Dude, what the hell? I don't like that there's a Heidi closet right here either. Second volume of the series covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book presents some avant-garde theories. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experts. Well, I mean, as long as I still learn some crap from it, I don't care.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his internment, you signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you. Oh, Fuller, I am looking forward to seeing you get eaten by something. I do want to go look at those paintings, but I want to make sure there's nothing out here to see first. This whole island, the wealthiest families on the island, and this place is still creepy as hell. What's in here? Nothing. At least nothing that I can access. But nah, seriously, he's been given warnings, and he just saw something messed up with his little investigative vision, and he's like, oh, I need to go look at the painting. It's like, nah. Nah, you need to get the hell up out of here and get back to the nearest boat. Really? There was blood up there, right? That wasn't just... That wasn't my imagination, right? We were walking in here and there was blood on that painting. There was a streak of blood.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
An audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife. This game's making me paranoid. It's like, did I just imagine that, or is the game just screwing with me? Or, yeah, it's like, I don't... Yeah.
Irene, I made a mistake.
Hey, Silverwolf,
I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Listen to the piano in the cylinder. Oh, this is one of those...
I can't take
okay.
anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Can I talk to you again? These types of puzzles I absolutely suck at. I have no ear. Like, I am tone deaf. I love listening to music, but I can't for the life of me hold a tune myself. So I can't even begin to guess what order that was in. I'll have to listen to it again. Let's see. We already went this way. Just gonna look around. We ain't going that way. I'm gonna try some more doors. Okay, let's listen to this again.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything.
That's too far away.
I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Those don't exactly sound... They don't sound exact, obviously. Okay. Alright. I'll see if I can listen to it from all the way over here.
I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. It's inside my head. I see it. Behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
No. I feel like it does go here, here, here for the first three. Yeah, I feel like that's the first three.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. It's inside my head. I see it. Behind my eyelids. Each time I shut my eyes.
That? No. It plays it twice, and I'm just missing it out, the last little piece. Ugh.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter.
Stay close to it so I can
except
hear
to
it
burn
better.
everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Really? That was not the right combo. So I think it's... No. Damn it. I did not mean to click on that one. Damn it. Why? I was highlighting that one. I think it goes to that, and then... No, damn it. So I started over here. No, I don't... No. Listen to it one more time. Well, hopefully just one more time.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me.
Okay.
Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Wait.
I can't take it anymore.
Is that what I did wrong? No. It almost sounded like it just came back down from there. Jesus. I really wish I weren't quite as tone deaf as I am. Wow, that just went ape shit on me. I don't want to get bogged down on that puzzle, but I really want to know what it is.
Irene, I made a mistake.
Come on, just play it.
I fear that it might be too late for me.
Can't you play this for me, lady,
Nobody
please?
should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take anymore.
Yeah, I'm almost positive about the beginning of the song. It's this next part that I have no clue. No. Nope. It's gonna be messed up if I've actually been getting this wrong from the beginning. Unless I was messing up right there. No. Son of a... bugging the crap out of me. Let's go listen to that again. I will get this one way or another. Even if it means trying all kinds of combinations. Try again.
I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Keep listening.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids.
Yeah, I'm starting to...
I shut my eyes.
I'm starting to wonder the same thing, Stahor, if it's not an actual puzzle. Maybe it's just a tune that's screwing with him.
I can't hold him back.
Yeah, I'm not sure that
Forgive me.
it's... You know, I swear I'm getting parts of this right, and... some of those notes don't sound like stuff I can actually play. So I am thinking that you might be right. There isn't an actual puzzle, working puzzle in place. Alright, we're just gonna move on then. You interested in the Shambler as well, you creepy, creepy, psychotic lady.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Okay, I just about deafened myself because I'd turned up the volume of my headphones so I can... so I can actually listen to the notes. What is that? The Whale and the Cod, or a brief history of Darkwater by Erwin Greenmouth. It is focused on the past glory of the island. What's up over here?
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. You should have listened, dude. You should have listened.
I could use one of those.
No. Don't be taking no sleeping pills right now. Things are bad enough.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
This volume spent some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since her arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Okay. I'm gonna have to talk to this annoying individual, aren't I? A key to the gallery. Would you read the book? Why would you ask that? That is creepy. All of a sudden it's like, are you sure you want to read the book? Oh, I'm gonna read it. Oh, I can't now? Oh, I still can read the book. Yeah, let's read the book. It's the Necronomicon. I'd hope not. Close enough, the Malleus Bestiarum. It is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Beginning to believe? Okay, yeah, we lost some sanity there. We gained occultism, though, so yeah, nice. Are we 1 point away from any upgrades? Pretty close to being being able to upgrade psychology. The death of Francis, the Malleus drove us nuts. We're missing one, though. Okay.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I've got to verify the painting. No. I'm not gonna lie to her. I don't care enough about her to lie to her. Another painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
See, I feel like the other one would have caused some problems. Mrs. Sanders knows your real name.
There's more than that, Miss Baker.
So people have been talking behind my back. I was almost beginning to like you, Mr. Pierce. But it stays cat for you.
That's fine, I don't care.
You knew the Sanders?
Irene is a friend of mine.
You, what are you doing here?
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings.
Sure.
She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
I don't know, Fitzroy hasn't, like, cut open a dude's, like, face. Well, not that I'm aware of.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
I'm going to the gallery, so... I don't want to go in the gallery. No, I repeat, I do not want to go into the damn gallery.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Can't say I've ever seen a tentacle knife before. Yeah, I'm gonna try to save the Shambler for last. That's it? Okay, I need to remember this glass case. Everything else that he looks at that he can interact with is a dialogue option. That, he just goes, huh, that makes me feel like I need to come back to this later. Oh, that is just creepy as hell. Uh-huh, sure. I feel like I also should look under tables and stuff. I think at this point in the game, my spot hidden item skill is not high enough to like trigger as often. Where
the public entrance to the gallery.
Didn't realize there was a public entrance to the gallery. I thought this was your oh my god. Well, we found the Shambler, and we're gonna leave the Shambler alone for a bit. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I would go to a museum like this if it weren't in some creepy-ass island where everybody's, you know, well, where everybody's kind of an asshole. And I wasn't worried about dying. Oh, lamp oil. Why would it be in here? Okay, and why is the creepy-ass, like, closet active? Another As horrifying as this place is, it would be cool to see. Oh, maybe not. Yeah.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Do we think Francis was maybe trying to find a way to kill the Shambler? Because, yeah, he's right. There's a lot of old weapons up in here. Okay, Cthulhu Lion?
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near that Shambler. Not yet, though. I just want to look around. They did a really good job on the, like, creepy, eldritch horror, like, artwork. I like it. Yeah, I really like what they did with this. Alright. It looks like, we need to check out the center thing. What's that you shared, Stahor? Let me take a look. The Necronomicon, yep. How long has the episode been going or the series been going? Because if it's the episode, I've only been streaming for about a half hour. This would be... let's see. Yeah, this episode's been going for a half hour. Let's see. I do believe... Yeah. I was trying to remember what episode we are on, but this is only episode 3. So yeah. Alright, let's go. To the Shambler and this horrific, horrific thing. Yep, it's time. Goody! Let the madness begin. Son of a... Oh, hell no. Oh, that's not cool. Will we finally pick up a weapon?
What the hell was that?
Okay, real quick, I can use points. Basically, all that happened in the last 30 minutes was... let's see. We picked up right where we ended up at the end of the last episode. We went to talk to Frances Sanders' wife. We just explored her house a little bit, talked to her about her relationship to Sanders and the gallery. And then we entered the gallery where the Shambler painting is, and that's where you showed up. So yeah, that's pretty much just the recap of the last half hour. Okay, we're gonna do that. If I could put points in occultism, man. Alright. Okay, mistakes were made, yes. And I'm not sure what I'm too late on, but okay. Let's see. It's still in the room, isn't it? Nope. 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 I'm dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's right there. And I'm dead. Ah. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the streams. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. Before we start this again, I wanted to check to see one of the other recordings that went up. Just to confirm what episode we're on. Yeah, this is episode 3. Okay, cool. Because episode 2 just went live like 15 minutes ago. Yeah, note to self, don't approach creepy paintings. Yeah, no. Kind of wish this dude had realized that himself. But no, he just had to go. You know. He just had to say that he needed to see the Shambler. There was no reason. He could have let that cat lady burn this whole place down or sell it. It didn't matter. Oh yeah, we need to get one of the sharp implements. Then again, this dude hasn't used a weapon so far, so I'm not sure he will fight back. You are just so nasty, dude. What the hell? Stay back. I'm pretty close. I'm right there with you, Organic. I think this dude may be hallucinating a lot of this, if not all of it.
What the hell was that?
Something highlighted over there. Did he already see me? He did. Okay. Okay. And I'm dead. Ah. Uh-huh. Yeah, we've already done this. Yeah, this is a very angry inner demon.
What the hell was that? Damn. Did it hear that?
I think it did. Oh, he saw me.
Oh, God.
Get away! Dark Corners of the Earth, the game. Yeah, I remember that game. That was not a fun ending. Okay.
What the hell was that?
Grab the knife.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Bring it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, no, he didn't like that. I couldn't even use it on him. I could just block. So I have to basically try out multiple weapons.
What the hell was that?
So that one wasn't the one. Maybe the tentacle dagger.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
Yeah, there is no attack button. Okay. I wonder if the knife is going to be used automatically, because that was loud. Yeah, I wonder if the knife that I'm supposed to use is going to be used automatically. Because I have no option to attack.
What the hell was that?
Like, in the slightest. I'm gonna try every knife in here, though.
I can use this dagger.
Bring it! Not that knife. Okay. I get the feeling it's on the other side, because this is probably too close to the starting point.
What the hell was that?
They might also be wanting me to go all the way around. I'm a dead. Well, I might as well rush this.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
He wasn't hard to get away from. Before we continue, though, I want to make sure I'm not missing a key binding that's like attack. No, I'm not. Okay. Because there's shoot and interact. Okay, yeah. God damn it. Get stabbed using either button. Yeah, I tried the shoot. Yeah, I tried both the right trigger and the A button that it said to shoot, and it didn't do anything. And I tried, I think, the vast majority of the weapons. I wonder, there has to be another step. On the other side. Fuck you, dude. I want to see what's over here. Oh. Well, you give up easily. Maybe I have to sneak up on him.
Down.
Oh, he got me that time. That might be it. I have to sneak up on him. That could be it.
What the hell was that?
I wouldn't mind one. I feel like there might be something hidden. Yeah, I wouldn't object to that in the slightest.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have time to do anything with that. Okay, back to sneaky sneaky.
What the hell was that?
Stone tablet on the wall. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think he pissed off. Stone tablet on the wall. Son of a bitch. Ah.
Maybe I can use this dagger.
I think I saw it, though. Thank you, Organic. Have a good night. Okay, I think I saw the tablet, though. I think. We'll see.
What the hell was that?
Nope. You see nothing? I know that's actually not true. You saw everything. Eyes over there. Here. Son of a bitch. Okay, I need to get on this side though. I don't think that I'm pretty sure the weapon's over here. Many, many deaths were...
What the hell was that?
I already know this is the safest way to get away from the Shambler. Right off the bat. Dude, run your ass. Ah.
This dagger looks different.
Come on. Huh. So we found the right dagger, but I think you guys are right. I gotta sneak up on this bastard. Because it immediately gave me the hint afterwards to...
What the hell was
hide.
that?
I agree, Storm Knight. I would rather not end up in a padded cell after this. Especially one that makes the last one look good. So we found the dagger. Give me the dagger.
Damn.
Pick it up, you son of a...
This dagger looks different.
Okay. So now I got a stealth murder an eldritch being. Cool, cool. Where is he? Which way you going? Come on! Oh, he doesn't like that. Okay, so I can't attack with the knife. Aggravating. It's like, at least let me... I know the game isn't about combat, but come on, at least let me take a swing. Like, at least an opportunity to fight back. Unless... That's what I was thinking.
This dagger looks different.
Maybe we go after the painting. There we go. Aha! Because, yeah, I noticed he kept walking back to the painting after a while. Stab it again. Stab it again. Yeah, it took me a while, but at that last time that we died, it looked like he kept... Uh-oh. No.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't say anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
The painting was cursed.
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew about the monster?
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
You're just gonna let me go with it? Let's see. You're gonna give me this information free of charge?
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Okay, go find the tablet again. I'll try. If it doesn't just force me out. It's just gonna force me out. Huh. Okay. Yeah, it took me a while to notice, unfortunately, that after I was looking at it, that dude kept going back and just staring at the painting until I made noise or got too close. So, yeah. That was actually really cool. Creepy as hell and a little frustrating that I couldn't just swing my knife, but I like the puzzle. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. I am curious about that tablet now. There is blood and a broken window. Okay. Yeah.
Where's the bookseller?
It is really damn cheesy, the name. Ooh.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Oh, okay. You know I'm going to look around for books before I even bother trying to find the bookseller. Darkwater History, Harry Campbell. So let's see. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. I mean, it'd be a cool name for a bookstore, don't get me wrong. It's cheesy, but it's a cool name. So it's going to end either we're going to become insane and locked in a madhouse. Your diary is found and read after you die under mysterious circumstances. You stave off the madness for now, or you die horribly and slowly at the hands of the horrors. That all sounds very plausible based on what we're running into so far. What was that? Aha.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
I know that name. These Tibetan writings are at the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in the Nameless bookstore in Darkwater, could be as much a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Oh, I hear those noises. Would you read the book? Yes.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
Uh-huh. That's why we read it. This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I'd never heard of. Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference work on the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Uh-huh. Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection, so another book that increases our medical skills. You know what'd be really cool? I highly doubt it has it, but it'd be really cool. Oh, there's something right there. Another medicine book. What would be really cool is if this game let you do kind of like a Persona thing. If after you beat the game, they're like, okay, all the stats you increased, play again with all of those stat increases from the beginning. Just a new game plus thing. I would love that. Just to see all the stuff that we missed because we didn't have the skills for it. What's this scribble in the corner? History of Darkwater. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. The phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up until then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Uh-huh. Pretty sure it wasn't a whale. Ah, lamp oil. Don't really need my lamp out right now. I think I've hit all the books in this area. Time to go into the back.
What happened here?
Ah, it's time for this. And there's a hidden object in here somewhere.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Oh, so you teleported me back to the beginning? All right.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
You were expecting a professional on this island? Just want to make sure we see everything. Like, look around everywhere to do this quickly. Well, not quickly, but efficiently.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Way to be judgmental, man. Oh, I can't even bring out light. Oh, so now I can go back here. Yeah, this is the first multi-room version of this. That's cool. Oh. Oh, God.
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
I'd run if I opened the door and saw that shit. Oh, here we go.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
Hey, dude. Oh, shit.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Oh, this is just messed up.
Is Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Okay.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
I mean, yeah. Okay, there is a hidden item in here as well. I'm gonna need the light. Handbook of Anatomy and Dissection. I mean, our medical skills there it is.
What a strange amulet. I have a feeling I better not touch it.
What? No, take it. The pendant is in the shape of a large dog. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching the bookstore. Ah. Try to find out about the hound.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
A page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If someone finds these memoirs, there would be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they may be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. There it is. I was wondering when we were going to hear that. When Miskatonic was going to make an appearance. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Okay, let's look up at the top, that one clue. Each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Okay.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Well, you gotta imagine the noises you hear on this island at night. I'd probably need to take them too.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
The key of Relia, huh? This key that bears the elder sign, that's another familiar term, is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything pointed to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Oh, I agree, Stalhor. The pharmacist in this town is making a killing. Also, the mentions of trips to Cairo and stuff, the name that keeps popping up into my mind is, let's see if I can pronounce this right. Nyarlathotep is what always comes to mind in these Cthulhu stories when they start talking about Egypt. Well, and Al has read, but yeah. Yeah, an academy sounds about right. I feel like it might be in this bookstore, though, because they want us to get into that safe. Oh, wow. A lot of stuff became visible. $205, what, about 2 cars? Yeah, probably in this time period.
Editions. Never heard of him.
A collection of essays on American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Wilmarth, professor at Miskatonic University. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism, and the supernatural. So I feel we're in a situation where you should be reading those.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
They all say the same
Another
description.
volume by Arkham Editions.
Walk away from the Arkham Anthology. Yeah, I should switch to the lighter.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
It is said that the opera was performed... opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Cietti Brodiguera, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy in 1768. It is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. Oh.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Stop complaining, it's interesting. Written by Nostradamus, translated by E. Leone and Theophilus Widebridge.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
The Key of Solomon. It's from Arkham University. Run, don't walk away. Yeah. The Key of Solomon, a book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of invocation and rituals of curse. Reedition by Claudia D. Waits.
Arkham Editions.
I already saw that one.
How many volumes are there in this?
As a Thoth. Hello. Also known as the Nightmare Lyrics, this collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. So you said there was a Hermes book?
Another volume by Arkham
Isis
Editions.
Unveiled.
Arkham Editions.
Keys of Solomon.
Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Massa de Requiem.
Another volume by
The
Arkham
Prophecies.
Editions. Arkham Editions.
Aurea Linda.
Never heard of him.
Text claims that in the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by the mothers of this people, and moreover that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. That bad, huh, Storm Knight?
How many volumes are there in this
Things that should not be. Yeah, I don't see the Hermes one. Was it this one up here?
Another volume by
yes,
Arkham Editions.
Corpus Hermeticum. See, Volume 2. The only numbers I'm seeing is Volume 2 and 16 for the 16th century thing. We'll see if anything else is accessible now that we're out and about. Oh yeah, I should rotate as well. Thank you. I'll go back and rotate all those. Did find something over here, though.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Oh, it was like... Okay, it was the anatomy of, like, it was the anatomy chalkboard thing. Before we go do that, I want to see if anything opened up in the rest of the store. And I'll go back and rotate all those books. Because you never know. So far, we haven't found anything in this game by rotating.
Things are not looking good.
But that doesn't mean it's not going to... Oh, there they are. Alright, I'm going to look around a bit more.
A kind of chalice.
Goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif?
A kind of chalice.
Okay. On the back of the relief one. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's go take a look.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Nothing on that. And I can't rotate up and down. I just tried.
How many
So I
volumes
just do
are there in
this.
this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
And yeah, guys, feel
Arkham
free if it...
Editions.
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, feel free to let me know if it looks like I missed something, because I'm pretty sure I've missed more than a few things, like
How many
apparently that
volumes are
tablet
there in
thing.
this collection?
Yeah, but you never
Another
know.
volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
As a Thoth. That's an interesting one. But yeah, let's look at the relief thing again if we can. No, I gotta go into my inventory to do that. Clues. Do I have points to spend? I do. Oh, I never, yeah, never mind. I never spent that other one. Okay, now that these are equal, I'm thinking maybe psychology. I don't know, I'm torn between psychology and investigation as the next one to level up. Oh, on the spot hidden skill. It was pretty bad. We figured it out, but it was pretty bad. Organic. Alright, let's go listen to this.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold.
Talking about the
To be
chalice.
the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
So red stones and the White Queen seem to be the hints.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So number 9 is that last one. And then the Queen and the red stones. And yeah, if they moved Relia from the South Pacific to the Atlantic, yeah, no, we're screwed. I always kind of assumed that Relia was, I mean, I never looked into it that much, but I always assumed Relia would be in the Atlantic just because it's the, you know, darker, more, what is it? Tempestuous, storm-tossed ocean.
The Queen has little protection.
So, what do we think the number is for the Queen? Like, this one, I assume it's going to be something like Count the Red Stones.
Of knowledge.
Let's see. So we'll start right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stones. So 5 and 9, I'll go and just I'll just go and put those in right now. What? Oh, that's the, I guess I can refill the thing multiple times. Oh. Oh, don't be whispering at me as I'm standing there. What the hell, game? Okay, so I have to put it all in at once. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can. So I could either be the 1 Queen, so a 1, or it could be, they said the tide of dark troops, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it's not going to be 13. So yeah, 5 and 9 are the ones we have. No. Oh, okay. 5. Oh. That is... Maybe it was 4. Oh, change lock. Okay. It just kept throwing me out when I hit validate. It's like, oh, okay. So it might be a 5. Let's try a 5. And this is definitely 9. Okay. So maybe it's just a 1? Yeah, I guess we could try to brute force it. 3! Oh, the number of pawns around the queen. Something bad's about to happen. Something real bad's about to happen. Actual Necronomicon. Okay, now the book's glowing, dude. Just put it away. Oh. Green Sauron in this case. Huh? Okay. In the Nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened his bookseller's safe to find out what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin, Necronomicon, lay inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body? Never did find out what that little dog statue was. I should have tried to click on it again after I read all those books. Damn it. Alright, let's continue with the madness. Back to the creepy ass.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
I don't care.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Examine before we do anything else.
Very well. I'll examine him. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
By which writer? I'm kind of curious, Storm Knight. Just because I remember one thing about the whole Cthulhu Mythos thing is that it's notoriously inconsistent because all manner of writers, both good ones and bad ones, kind of threw stories at it. Lovecraft himself. Cool.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Cool. Well, thanks for letting me know, Storm Knight. I'll have to go back and reread them. I have like I have a hardcover edition on my bookshelf with like all of his stories. That does make sense, that the occultism and medicine skills were lagging up until now because of the asylum in the bookstore. That's a good point.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure
Hell
I
if
have
I
the
know.
necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
And Fuller's a dick.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He has something in his belly.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. It's like, well, it's not like he could be pregnant. Well, in the Cthulhu stuff, he could very well be. The state of his limbs is worrisome.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Uh-oh.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips.
Yup.
What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation.
Tentacles are forming. And those are the suckers. Yep. Deep one taint indeed. Now, I gotta say, I'm not actually familiar with those. I might have to look them up. The Joshi editions, Storm Knight? Burn him with a firebomb from orbit.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
So again, I gotta wonder, are we drifting away from Cthulhu and towards Dagon stuff now, or what?
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
Well...
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden,
I can guarantee you it
may
is.
I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations.
I really want to backhand
I've done
this
to him
dude.
what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Oh, nice. I didn't know that at all, Storm Knight. I might have to look into getting some of those books. Thanks for the information. Yeah, I had no idea about the ST Joshi volumes. Sounds like something I really want to read now. These symptoms are worrisome.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
Uh-huh.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
So I have a problem with
not
that
let you
last
do this.
sentence.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
As far as I know, you're not my boss.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder, and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, this nurse gonna die. Hidden files are proof.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me.
Yeah.
I'll keep Mum.
Yeah. Creepy as hell. Let's look around. This is a much nicer wing of the hospital than we were in.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Oh yeah, that nurse is gonna die. Excuse me. Seems like it.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
What you guys talking about?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Oh, do we need another distraction? Hey.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Nurse dead meat. Why go
Do
through
you
her?
really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It sounds like there's a lot of people on this island that could do with a punch to the face. This island's creepy anyway. Don't worry about your job. Punch that bitch in the face. Sort it out later.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
That's where we were. If I'm just judging by the fact that it goes down into a nasty-ass looking basement. I'm gonna look around a bit before we go and try to find his office.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Could be it. We could end up witnessing our own rescue.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Okay. Oh, okay,
Nurse?
I can't move.
Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Okay, then. I was half expecting something to just burst up out of his chest at this point. Can I talk to you? No.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station.
Huh?
What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What happened?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep up.
Okay. Get some rest, dude. Wait. Isn't that Sanders?
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Yeah. The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs, where you killed her husband, or where you were keeping her husband. Oh, is that right, Storm Knight, that is the treatment for high potassium? Cool. I wouldn't have had even the slightest clue, so I like that they did their research, though.
Mrs. Sanders?
Yeah, she looks like she's already dead. Just gonna say that right now. She looks like she's already gone.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Uh-huh. By pumping her full of whatever that... Well, we did see what he's pumping them full of. That weird mutated sea creature with all the eyeballs attached to, like, his little electric chair thing.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
The green gas that's everywhere, yes.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
So take the damn thing.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Fine. Possibly, I wouldn't be the best one to answer that. I am not sure. Yeah, the thing in the basement. I'm not sure if you saw that episode. It was the second episode when we were in the one that just went up on YouTube about an hour ago. Storm Knight. Yeah, there was a sequence when we were in the asylum. We found it looked like an electric chair, and there were 2 glass cylinders on either side of the chair with these weird mutated sea creature looking things that had like 6 or 7 eyes on them. Creepy as hell, honestly. And those were attached to the chair.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
You've not been trying so far? Okay, that strap just faded into his crotch, okay.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Wait, that's it? Oh, down there.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
This patient has been mistreated.
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Damn. Get to work, lady. Jesus. As a Thoth, though, again, as a Thoth, isn't he really kind of... Isn't he the one they were kind of referred to as kind of the idiot god, one that's basically just... Like, isn't he technically the most powerful of them? But he's kind of off in his own little world. Just out of his... Well, I mean, just kind of out of his own damn mind.
Gentlemen, May I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I saw her. She's fine.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
I mean, you're not gonna like what she comes back as. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Might as well look through the kitchen. While you're here, let me just recommend that you grab a very, very sharp knife.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Ah, gotcha. Basically, Azathoth wakes up and everything goes away.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Alright. Have a good one, Storm Knight.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show. Dr. Colden?
So he's basically raw power and it doesn't seem to have any type of consciousness. Okay. Medicine. Okay, that popped away very quickly. It's a big place to explore. Okay, we already went in there.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Okay, now we get into some creepier looking areas. What a lovely place for a hospital. Ah, yeah. That would make sense. Yeah, this game's really making me want to reread all the stories. Or at least the ones that I have. Because, yeah, I don't have all the Cthulhu stories, but I do have all of Lovecraft's stories. By all accounts, according to the book I bought. Alright.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Of barbiturates. Specifically. Hey, move. This pseudoscientific work by Cesar Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of this study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader.
We're running out of this medicine.
Which one?
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Again, it seems like so many characters in video games need to understand the NPCs just need to understand the effectiveness of a good ass kicking on certain people.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Donovan, chair to the back of the head. Fuller, push him down the stairs. So many problems solved. Although, based on his experiments...
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Yeah, based on his experiments, pushing him down the stairs probably won't do anything to him but kind of piss him off and get his attention. Alright, so... anything? Do a quick pass through here. Nope. Nope. Okay, so more medical books. That this lady's stats don't go up reading these books. I wonder if the stats are building up and then we're just going to get a bunch of them for Pierce when we control him again. I kind of hope so, because we found some interesting stuff. His medical stats would probably be damn near maxed out at this point.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Bitch?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not... Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Wherever I damn well please.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
And I will put your head through that glass window over there and watch you bleed out. I mean, to be fair, that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but it seems appropriate. Alright. I guess we head back out this way. That didn't look like an office from this angle. It looked like a waiting room or something, so... Okay. To the main door. You look weird as hell.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
What are you hiding? Well, we know what he's hiding.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Oh.
Please, the few in...
Okay, okay. I was just gonna see if I could talk to you. Damn, lady. Anything to read? Anything to read? Anything to open? Not so far. Not a problem.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Well, it's not here now. That's key to the pharmacy, the washroom, the surgical ward. Okay.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you.
The hell did I do?
I'll be going.
That's the lady who was with me when we were talking about the mutated dude.
Dr. Colden.
Okay. Nurse whatever. Don't introduce yourself. Game doesn't even give her a name, though, so...
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
There's way more information.
It's a quiet little town.
Yeah, nah, dude.
Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
That's a lot of information to share with just some strange lady that just walks up to you in this room. Yeah, I'll try the boiler room key again.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work. Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will
I don't
stop
get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patience here.
You don't want to be a patient here, dude. You should go home, trust me.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Uh-huh. Medicine master. I am not a master, but I guess she is.
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Are you dreaming about being disemboweled? Because your memories were taken, but didn't mean it didn't happen.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
Yes.
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Yeah, he did let it slide that Cat mutilated him. It's like, you are you know, you are one of apparently only 2 police officers on this damn island. And he's just kind of like, yeah, no, yeah, I understand. She cut me up, and it's cool. I mean, he doesn't like her, but again, it's just kind of like, he let it slide very easily. Okay, we've done a full circuit, so let's see about the boiler room key. Move along. Now we can have it.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
That is a good point, Stahor. It could be that, you know, if she owns the police chief, yeah, he's keeping her from... The police chief is keeping Bradley from doing anything to Kat. Is this the way to the boiler room? Yeah. I don't like that part about this game, but it's a common complaint. Wow, this place is a sty. It's a common complaint I have with games like this, though, is the whole... I found the key, and it's like, but you should leave the key there until, you know, you find a reason to use it. It's like, well, I mean, I could have just explored this earlier.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
You would think there'd be one in here. Nope. Okay. We need a tool. Hey, Bradley, come here. Yeah.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Let's see, find a tool. Did I read
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
So is this what happened before? Like, did we actually jump into another body, or did we jump into another body in the past? Like, are we still in the basement at this point? I mean, it's true, you don't randomly take things, but you already know some weird shit's going down, so it's kind of different. But I see what you mean.
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I know I should go.
I will work until late.
Oh. All right.
I was gonna see if we could just get him and be like, hey dude, can you come here and open and like turn this valve for me? Alright. Didn't really see any tools in there. So maybe back to the storeroom. Yeah, they did all get out of the asylum. I don't imagine they would have come back, so I'm assuming Bradley and Colden, yeah, this is the, I would have to assume this is the past. Because I don't see them going back to the hospital after everything else that happened. Did I never go in here? Well, there's our wrench. Oh. This is where I couldn't come because the lady was doing her inventory. There's nothing in there anyway. Okay. To the boiler room. Yeah, I don't doubt it though. I don't trust any of these characters. I'm kind of learning to trust Colden, but yeah, Bradley, he creeps me out. I don't trust him at all. I haven't trusted him since the beginning. That was loud.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Yep. So we need to find... It's through there, is it not? Yeah. Oh, go back to Elizabeth. Okay. You know, it'd be hilarious. Go to Elizabeth and be like, okay, go complain to Donovan, and just on a side note, take this wrench. And make sure to put your, you know, put your hips into it when you swing that thing at her head.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch.
Have this wrench.
Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Get into Fuller's office. I guess the other option would have been go tell Donovan, not Elizabeth.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow, even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan. I'm grateful to you for having kept me on despite that incident. I just need the water to be put back on. Otherwise, the bathroom will quickly become a nest of germs.
Oh, very well. I'll finish what I'm doing, and then I'll fix your blunders once more.
So there's a push broom right there. Might I recommend what you do with that?
Chatter with your colleagues. That's what you do best.
I have a few ideas where you can stick that that broom the next time you talk to Donovan. Just saying.
At last, the missing files must be hidden here.
All right. So far, nothing is interactable. There we go.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Study of the Stendhal syndrome, a particularly rare mental illness. Subjects display mental disorders linked to an exposure to works of art. Okay. I mean, I see the file cabinet over there, but it wasn't interactable. This is weird.
I should go another way.
Okay. Break into his office and search. And what exactly am I searching for? I mean, I know we're looking for records and stuff, but I don't have a light either, so it's not like I can brighten it up over there. Like, seriously, then. Okay. Oh, the ship.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Yeah.
I've unlocked something.
Yeah.
Patient files. I was right.
This cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychoanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to. Okay. You're gonna tell me to listen to... I have to listen to this in here where people will be able to hear me. Okay.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient?
Ooh.
Sarah Hawkins.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
The illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
They actually said the mythos, huh? Interesting.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
There's another hidden item.
But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Oh, there it is.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Okay, we found them all. Yeah, I saw that.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later.
Hold up.
I am prepared.
Hold up. So, these two seem to be in cahoots. Word I never use, but let's go with it. This dude looks identical to the picture of his father that was the captain of the Scylla, except his father had a peg leg. However, the experiments in this hospital have allowed them to save body parts and potentially regrow limbs. And this dude looks exactly like his father, minus the peg leg. I'm starting to think I was right in the first episode with him being, this isn't his father, this is the captain of the Scylla. That was his peg, he just regrew his damn leg because of what the doctor did.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement.
So yeah, I think that really was him.
The Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
What else do you want me to click on? Oh, over here. Well, I think they did say that Hawkins, one of his ancestors was on the Scylla as well. And Fuller, they did say his father was the one who built this hospital. So I'm starting to think Fuller, Hawkins, and the other dude, Fitzroy? What was his name? I can't remember his name now. The captain. Yeah, all of them. I think they were all... I don't think any of them are, like, the sons. I think they are all the originals.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Partly burned shoe. Yeah, I think it's all them. I don't think they're the children of those ones. I think it's them.
I must go back to the basement.
Okay. Interesting. Let's do it. I don't think I have a key for this. Oh, it's just open for the high security wing. Why not? Yep, this looks like a lovely place. I really like where this story is going. Uh-huh. Wait, what the hell is down there? Okay. Hi.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity.
I'm dead.
It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Yep, I'm screwed. Ah, do I have to go save her now?
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
That is an appropriate song for this. It was Charles Hawkins.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No.
Yeah.
He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Marie Colden was there.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Sure, let's go. Yep, come with me.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
No, I wanted to explore. Rickety ass car. I mean, it's appropriate, but still. Oh, I see the Raven. I was also looking at the water. However, though, this is a good place to stop, as I am all out of time for today. So thanks, everybody, for stopping by and for watching. It was a really fun stream. I'm really liking where the story's going. And I will continue the stream tomorrow. And yeah, you're right. It doesn't look like it was the past. But yeah, everybody have a good Halloween. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next stream, which, like I said, should be tomorrow.